Live from the Estadio Panamericano in the Dominican Republic, it is Haiti preparing to take on Bermuda. Mike Watts on hand, welcome on a sunny day here in the Dominican Republic for a Haitian home game as they welcome Bermuda to close out League B, Group B. It is hot and it is humid, but there is no rain and barely any cloud cover. It's just the overhang from the stadium that's giving us some semblance of shade on about half the field as we prepare for kickoff this afternoon. Here's a look at Group B. Montserrat and Bermuda are in quite the tussle. We thought it'd be for relegation until February. Relegation relieved out of this year's tournament. As a result, both will stay up. Haiti is already through, promoted back to League A and headed to the Gold Cup, while the second place finisher, Guyana, is preparing for the Nations League runner-up League B scenario of the prelims. Here are the most recent games for Haiti. 2 blowout wins over Guyana. They also knock out Montserrat 4-0. You'd argue their toughest game thus far was their first against Bermuda. More on that in a moment. Here's a look at Bermuda's most recent matches. That 3-0 win against Montserrat is their only win thus far, but it was never actually played. Montserrat withdrew from the contest, and as a result, Bermuda got their lone victory thus far. They did draw Haiti in the opener 2 windows ago. And with that in mind, we prepare for the matchup that lies ahead. Make no mistake, Haiti in League A was a bit of a struggle the first time around. They were, in fact, relegated. This is a country that, whether it be on the club stage or the international stage, really has some problems trying to put a league together, put together a national team. You'll see a lot of very familiar faces from recent windows, but what we do know is they have not played a full season domestically since 2018. Before COVID, they had already begun to run into issues. They've been playing all home games in Concacaf League, Concacaf Champions League, and Nations League over the border in the Dominican Republic. And while they've still been able to get some fans into this venue, there's always a lot of excitement when Haiti does play. There hasn't been a lot of excitement within the nation for the beautiful game because they simply have not had the safety, nor the wherewithal, nor the capability to actually do it. As a result, here today, Haiti has put together a remarkable performance through this Nations League. They've gotten back to the promised land. They will feature in the Gold Cup in late June, directly into the group stage, and this ultimately becomes a tune-up game. You can see that there are some Bermudian fans here, and that's good news for a team that has struggled perhaps more so than anyone had anticipated. When the group here was put together, you thought, wow, 2 teams that were relegated out of League A. Surely both will be scrapping to get back into the top division of Nations League. It has not worked out that way for Bermuda, regrettably. They lost to Guyana 2-1 after a draw against Haiti in their opener, and all of a sudden it became clear it was going to be a very difficult mountain to climb. On its face, the 2 best teams were supposed to meet in the finale, and in many cases that's resulted in deciding who wins their group, who gets promoted, who ends up going to the Gold Cup, who goes to prelims, and ultimately who falls out of the Gold Cup altogether. That's not the way this schedule actually worked out. Haiti and Bermuda will meet here on opposite ends of the spectrum, and Bermuda now is going to have to look forward to the fact that they've got another year in League B, that in theory League B will be far more winnable than it has been due to the lack of relegation from League A, but it's going to leave them outside of Copa America qualification, and they've got a lot of work to do moving forward to get back into the top league in CONCACAF. That in mind, the lights are turning on here. You may have noticed from one pan to the bleachers back to the field, another 15% or so of the field became covered in shadows. By the time we hit halftime, it will only be the light overhead that keeps this illuminated. Hopefully the stars will be coming out of the locker room, however, providing some semblance of light for a Bermuda team that's on the wrong end of the standings and a Haitian team that's proving to be maybe the brightest light of all, shining from that country at this point in time, certainly from a sporting perspective. They've taken the field, the anthems to come, the lineups to follow. as we kick off the finale in League B, Group B. Closing in on kickoff, we welcome you to Nations League B, Group B. This is the finisher, and here's the lineup that Jean-Jacques Pierre has assembled, the 42-year-old former Haitian international center back. Most of these names are very familiar. Ricardo Ade captains this side, playing his club ball right now in Ecuador. Franci Pierrot has scored in big games for this side. They are missing a few names that you might have expected. They're on the bench, however, in Dawkins Nazon and Leverton Pierre and Derek Etienne. This is a Haitian side that has gotten the job done now. They needed to take care of Montserrat to assure that they would control their destiny or clinch the group, as they ultimately did, and that's precisely what they did to start the window. 4-0, and as a result, they're headed to the Gold Cup. Melvin Matamoros of Honduras has overseen not one, not two, 7 Honduran finals in his career and holds the whistle here this afternoon. Ricardo Ade has made his way over, so to Dale Eve, who captains Bermuda, the goalkeeper, with the exchange of pennants and the flip of a coin. The final stages of the pregame excitement here in the Dominican Republic, and San Cristobal, or that ball gets kicked. A look at the lineup for Bermuda under Kyle Lightbourne. A few very familiar names, including Zico Lewis, who features for Sacramento Republic in the U.S. Second Division. Simons, forward, wears the number 22, comes into the team. Dale Eve captains the side from in goal. They've made a number of changes over the past couple of weeks from the lineup that they had initially placed to the one that's ultimately made the trip here to the Dominican Republic. Notably on their bench, a handful of players that have been around the team they're excited about, including Sincere Hall, who features for Hull City. Well, we'll look at the faces here. Bermuda in the pink, ready to take on the blue-clad Haitians. It was supposed to be for all the marbles. In the end, it turns out to be nothing more than arithmetic. There's the opening kickoff. Here we go. League B, Group B. It is the finale. Haiti welcoming Bermuda to the Dominican Republic. Ade walks this all the way back to Duverger. Carried forward by Jimmy Bend Alexis. Adi. Alexis. Leading Alex Christian Jr. Well, Haiti shot back to the front of the Concacaf consciousness with the result of their leading club. Yes, no domestic league at the present moment, but that didn't mean that Violette didn't qualify as the winner of the league when it was most recently stopped mid-season a couple years ago. The representative for the Concacaf Caribbean Cup, a tournament which they won, earned a place in Champions League. They had no games for 10 months. And yet shell-shocked Austin on home ground at Estadio Cibao here in the Dominican Republic, went to Austin, and perhaps by the grace of a higher power, were able to finish off Austin 3-2 on aggregate. This is wayward for Haiti. 15 years since a Caribbean team had knocked out a Major League Soccer team in CONCACAF. And it was Violette, of all teams, that did it. Whether or not they're able to continue that run remains to be seen. The opening leg of that fixture comes next week when Champions League returns. They're going to face perhaps an even stiffer test. Prunier enters the penalty area, gets end line. Prunier crossing, came towards Jean, cleared as far as Christian, and Jai Bean goes down. Yes, Violette will travel to Leon and then host the second leg the following week. Opening leg on Tuesday, second leg the following Tuesday, April the 11th. Which will be presumably at Estadio Cibao. Roll back by Ade, and here's Duverger. Throw for Christian. Steered back Jean, and a cross lifted over by Antoine. By the way, no members of that Violette team featuring in the national team, but a handful of them have experience playing in the Haitian youth categories, and the expectation is sooner than later we'll see them playing at a high level for the senior national team. They can attack, make no mistake about that. That front three is vicious. Taken back by Jean. Antoine. Dribbling header and a tie-up leads to a Haitian free kick. That was Keyshawn Bean. Clearance and a reset here for Haiti. assume the players on both sides are satisfied with the growing level of shade on the field here in the Dominican Republic. Temperatures soaring into the mid to upper 80s throughout the day here. And the sun, which initially illuminated up to the bottom half of the field beneath the circle, has now engulfed it. Christian. That draws cheers from the Haitian faithful. Alcius. And through for Pierrot, but never got there. Through to Pierrot now. He's offside. Eve. Recalibrated by Christian. Players all over the world on this Haitian team. Few from Israel, few from the French League, Poland. A couple with experience in the United States. Carl Saint-D comes to mind, time in North Texas. It's a team for Bermuda with influence from England. Players from Bermuda. They have continued to build a stronger and stronger team these past few years, culminating in their place at the Gold Cup. Special run in 2019. Kyle Lightbourne, head coach since 2017. 40 caps for Bermuda, dating from the late 80s to the early 2000s. Few more legendary than him in that shirt. To the edge of the area, and percolating inward, ball drops back for Lewis. Lewis went short. Awaited the return instead. End line. And cut back, siphoned off by Antoine. Sent to the halfway line. Throw for Haiti. Top 90 in the FIFA rankings, a team that should be right around the cusp of League A, which is precisely where they've put themselves again for the upcoming Concacaf Nations League. Promotion with a chance to ultimately reach toward the Nations League finals. Will be an interesting upcoming Nations League campaign. 12 12 teams duking it out for 4 quarterfinal positions, and the ensuing home and home that leads to the finals. A new format. One that'll cause plenty of consternation for the teams ranked 5th through 16th in Concacaf over the next few months, before they kick it off in September. Right moment for Bermuda got snuffed out. Christian. Pierrot leading down the right side. Seeking Prunier. Service again toward Pierrot. Bermuda brings this into the final third. Service Ade concludes it for a short time being. Cutting to the end line, and a service through again. Never found Scott. Find Ade, however. Corner Bermuda. See Nori Scott join Lewis in the corner. Lewis. Simons. Rode Alexis all the way to the end line. Nations League qualifying, the conversation for Kyle Lightbourne revolved around the fact that it would have been satisfied in League B, that perhaps that was the right place initially, but as they got to League A, can we make this an upward trajectory? I think back to Dante Leverock's comments when they first got in. Not only to that Gold Cup, they performed so well in 2019. That upcoming Nations League and League A said most nations thought we'd be whipping boys, but we can play. They've tested themselves at that level and now struggling to find what will be their first win on the field here in League B this year. Ball through, denied. Oh, that was incisive. Christian. Antoine. And the push from Danny Jean, who came through Arcaï's youth system. Eventually has made the move over to Strasbourg in France. Still just 19 this Nations League campaign began. Turned over here, and the attack is on for Haiti. 4 versus 2. top of the penalty area, and that shot got deflected away from Prunier. You can see Dale Eve looking for a little more sturdy mentality defensively. That was far too easy for Haiti. That's Carl Saint-E, who did play for Violette, was part of the team that earned a place in Champions League. He's been in the U.S. since. Surely he took great pleasure in watching a FC Dallas rival get knocked out by Violette. Header over from Prunier. If Bermuda wins this match, it does assure them third place in the group. Relegation not featuring in this year's edition of the tournament as they expand League A. However, it would be a statement from Bermuda to knock off this Haitian team that's already accomplished what they were after, promotion and a Gold Cup position. Wait, the slide well won by Baisden. Features for Cockfosters FC. Jean. Ball through from Christian. Pierrot! Would have been offside. Down at the halfway line for Zico Lewis. He's had a strong start. Scott got tied up with Alexis, who wins it back for Haiti. Into the width, Freiburg. Cutting inward, and ahead for Pierrot. Leans it back, got underneath Freiburg, and away from Jean. It would be easy for Haiti in this game to be looking forward to April the 14th. SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles has hosted the Super Bowl and a number of big American events. They're going to welcome the Concacaf Gold Cup in short order. They'll be hosting the official draw April the 14th. Haiti will find out which group they've been slotted into. And then the questions begin about just how likely Haiti is to get out of their group and advance into the knockout stage of this upcoming Gold Cup. Part of a Caribbean groundswell over the past couple of tournaments, growing at a seemingly exponential pace within the region. Christian pings this over Baisden, over everybody else too. Rolled forward by St. D. Operating out of the midfield, now pushing up against that back line. Christian. Bent across by Alexis. Held up by Prunier. Prunier's broken through. Back to Christian. How much space is available on that back post? The world may never know. There's St. T, debuted against Guatemala a year ago yesterday in the Haitian national team. St. T. We'll send Alcius running back. Christian. And now Duverger. Taking off the second touch. Energy Antoine, no chance. The Parisian first appearance against Turks and Caicos resulted in a brace. Other of the Haitian players new to the team in the past few years. Lost by Alcius, kept by Bermuda. This is Zico Lewis. That jump stop had Scott out of sorts, but Lewis took it back. Going to see Alcius roll out to Alexis. Prunier sending Pierrot centrally, sending Antoine up the right side. Antoine, it's in! It's Pierrot! And Haiti has their breakthrough in the 24th minute. That is a fine finish by Franz de Pierrot. And a devastating Haitian attack from end to end in a matter of seconds. The man who scored twice against Bermuda in the 2019 Gold Cup has been the thorn in their side again. Antoine able to withstand the tackle and send perfectly central service to Pierrot, who from just a few yards away is able to clip it past Eve and find the opener. These teams met a scoreless draw in Bermuda in the opener, beginning of Nations League. That's flicked ahead brilliantly. Served across again and in. Pierrot featuring on the tail end, another goal for Haiti. And they've seemingly broken this open. Freiburg driving that central service that may have found its way into the net without a touch at all. Antoine finding Freiburg. And Haiti 2 goals ahead. Indeed, Freiburg gets the goal in the 25th minute. And Haiti now seemingly in control as they look to close out this Nations League campaign without a loss. Lewis. Antoine. Antoine's had a nice performance here. Scored against Guyana in both appearances. Freiburg did. Scored in World Cup qualifying in the 10-0 victory for Haiti over Turks and Caicos. Christian, Alexis, Duverger. Back heel through, created by Alcius. And Bermuda stopped the bleeding here. Haiti's looked a class above throughout this Group B run. That scoreless draw against Bermuda away seems to have been a complete aberration. 19 goals in their other 4 games. They've now scored 21 and conceded 4. Clearly flexing their muscles adequately to move up. Foul from Alexis. He's currently playing in Israel. Foul from Mundi Prunier. 22-year-old forward from Port-au-Prince, featuring at Versailles. Stop in Guadeloupe along the way. Lewis. Bureau. Jean. Evidently wrapped up Zico Lewis. Gene. Alexis. Saint-T. Ave. Over the top, header is wide. Freiburg looking for another goal in this Nations League window. A rainbow from Brian Alcius, nearly a pot of gold on the other end. He missed it by a matter of feet left of the post. Basden. Lewis. Basden is working on Prunier. Pierrot left alone up top. Almost looks like 4 and 5 in midfield behind him. Assimilating into a low block. Pressure billowing forward for Bermuda. Christian. That's a foul. Bermuda has said previously about this Haitian team, they're so versatile in the way that they play. They can really wear you down with the ball. But on this particular occasion, Haiti at their best when they've been flying forward with intent and desire. 2 goals ahead on Bermuda. 2 goals in 2 minutes' time. Freiburg and Pierrot. Jean sprinting to the feet of Prunier. Jean out to Christian, who joined in that initial attack, and the fullback slows the play, looks for the return, but lost it to the end line. Cool venue here, the Estadio Panamericano. It's Sort of chiseled in with a hill on one side, the tree line behind the goal. Feels like it's somewhat of a soccer oasis. In the midst of Santo Domingo. Home game for Club Barcelona Atletico in the Dominican First Division. And its height can hold a little over 3,000. Of course, it is a rather unfamiliar home in theory for Haiti, but it's one that has made itself available for a number of Concacaf Nations League events historically. Notably, the Haitian team that is playing in Champions League right now, Violette, choosing to play at Estadio Cibao. Ball rolled through, that's a denial from Simmons. Saint-T did well to hang on to that as long as necessary. Notably, Estadio Cibao, an artificial surface as well. Ball rolled forward and clipped across for Pierrot, denied from Jean. And what a combination between Prunier and Jean. Saint-T, Alcius. That's going to dip over the bar from Danny Jean. Once deflected, Saint-T again. And that header saw Alexis bang into Hill. Deniche Hill, who's featuring for Leicester City overseas, remains down, holding the back of his head. It's a tough collision of heads for the young player.
Alexis, bon combat, mec. On bien joué. Entraîne-toi. Jacques,
undergoing testing for the time being. Will remain out for a moment's time. Well, Simmons shown a yellow. That's the first card we've seen today. He's actually going over to check on Saint-T. Got bowled over here. And here is Simmons placed into the book. Alexis. Ball ripped back. Pierrot cleared off his foot, and Reese Jones clears it away. Prunier creating once more for the Haitians, approaching halftime. Ade did spend a bit of time with Don Bosco before making the move down to Chile and eventually to Ecuador. Christian looks to make this his 4th Gold Cup. Christian. Jean, that's a letdown. Bermuda the other way, just over 2 minutes and stoppage time to go. Taking back Alcius. Antoine. Good run, Antoine. He's won a corner for Haiti. Service through, awkward header down. He's hit at a wall of pink shirts. Alcius. Saint-E. Ade. Pierrot spun. Back to Jean. Going forward for Pierrot. What a tackle, Alcius. He's looking for Prunier. Covered by Bermuda. 3 minutes of first half stoppage time. A cornucopia of options for how this half could end. Antoine, that's too far for Pierrot. Born in Haiti, he grew up in the American Northeast in Massachusetts. It's led to him playing collegiately at Northeastern, eventually at Coastal Carolina, Pierrot. Scooped up by Duverger. Venues still to be announced for this upcoming Gold Cup. One wonders if Saint-E or The aforementioned Pierrot could be in familiar surroundings. Gold Cup to be hosted in the U.S. this year. The final, it's known already, being California at SoFi Stadium, where they're hosting the draw. Group stage kicks off for Haiti on or shortly thereafter, June the 24th. They'll conclude on the American Independence Day, July the 4th. You can only imagine the excitement in Haiti if they were to make a run to the semis of the finals, July the 12th or the 16th. Final seconds of this first half. Turn back to Haiti. This is Antoine. Prunier running centrally. Pierrot recovers. Tees up Haiti to begin again. Saint-Y. Alcius. Antoine. Antoine! There is your goal of the match. A third for Haiti is a gorgeous curler from Antoine. And a remarkable conclusion to the first half. Well, credit to Alcius. Could have put this in neutral. But by driving forward, he sends the back line for Bermuda in retreat. And Antoine, without conscience, drives this into the upper right corner past a diving Dale Eve. And that's halftime, and it could not come soon enough for Bermuda. Haitian dominance, the story in League B, Group B, and that has continued. Far and away the better team, and now the scoreline has all but confirmed it. Freiburg and Pierrot score in a 2-minute span at the midway point of the half. And Carnegie Antoine scores in the second minute, making the third minute of first half stoppage time. At halftime in the Dominican Republic, it is Haiti 3, Bermuda 0. Approaching the beginning of the second half between Haiti and Bermuda, and it is a runaway, not just in the group, on the night. Haiti 3, Bermuda 0. Mike Watts welcoming you back wherever you may be to the Estadio Panamericano in the Dominican Republic. The countdown is on to kicking off the final half in League B, Group B for these two teams. And here it is. Bermuda awaits the result of Montserrat and Guyana to see if they finish third or fourth today, should this scoreline hold. Haiti 4 goals ahead, 4 points ahead in the group standings. Have already secured their place at the Gold Cup. Christopher Fredler came in at halftime for Haiti. Alexander Pierre in goal. See the changes here for Haiti. There's a number of them. See Danny Jean there. Danley Jean played in the first half. Fredler, Pierre. It's all artificial light now. Sun is finally set here. It's Freiburg. Alexis, center back pairing remains intact. Derek Etienne came in. It's going to bounce down, nothing there for the leaning Mondi Prunier. Pressure from Etienne, who features for Atlanta United, Major League Soccer in the U.S. Etienne's dad, pro footballer as well. Etienne scored in an MLS Cup final for Columbus once upon a time.
Get on the ball! Go forward!
Cambios en la sección de D. Sale el 7, entra el 11. Sale el 20, entra el 10. Sale el 12, entra el 23. Sale el 21, entra el 17. Todos al minuto 46.
Christian. To Fredler. Jean. Not on here for Hill. Walks it back. Newcomer in goal. Pierre debuted in Nations League at Bermuda, that 0-0 draw, part of Strasbourg's second team where he's been a regular starter. Loaned into the third division for a time as well. Still in his early 20s with a lot of exciting growth to come. In Duverger, same age, jumping into the national team around the same time. Jay playing at Porto Santanese. Bright moment here, Jean. You can already tell Prunier is waiting for his moment to score. And his hands extended as if to say, I was right there. And again, Prunier in front of goal. D'Alive frustrated. It is not happening right now for Bermuda. Been played by Jean. Haiti and Bermuda playing out the string here in League B, Group B. Saint-D, Christian, Gold Cup field all set up now. Handful of teams qualifying here over the past few days. Haiti, of course, now knows they are one of those teams qualified officially by beating Montserrat 4-0. Panama, Jamaica, and El Salvador were able to finish off qualification back in the June window. Qatar, the invited guest, returns for a second consecutive tournament. All the while, Mexico, the U.S., Haiti, Costa Rica, Canada, Honduras, Cuba, Nicaragua, and Guatemala have confirmed their place in this upcoming Gold Cup. Preliminary stages include the third place finishers in League A, runners up in League B, the winners in League C. We're only waiting for the League C Group A winner to be decided at this point. Bonaire can earn promotion and a spot in the prelims in their first ever match played on home soil, believe it or not. An official Concacaf competition. They take on Turks and Caicos for that game. Freiburg. Those Gold Cup prelims from League A, it'll be Suriname, Martinique, Curaçao, Grenada. League B, it's Guadeloupe, Guyana from this group, Trinidad and Tobago, French Guiana confirmed now. League C group winners. Bonaire does lead in Group A, but St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, and Puerto Rico. Number of teams we've seen in Gold Cup before. A couple of teams trying to get there for the first time. Haiti, it'll be their 9th appearance at the Gold Cup. They've hardly ever missed here over the past 2.5 decades. Missed it in 2017 and 2011. In the mid-2000s, missed an edition of the tournament as well. Bermuda, they will not return either to the prelims or to tournament proper this year. Bermuda was in the prelims last time around, throttled Barbados, but it was ultimately this Haiti side that beat them 4-1 in front of a fairly ruckus crowd in Fort Lauderdale. Ended that Gold Cup dream. Haiti would go on to qualify for the Gold Cup, but it wasn't exactly a simple ride once they got there. They did finish above Martinique, but paired in a group with the United States and Canada. That's a tough one. The U.S. a 1-0 win, Canada 4-1 over Haiti in the Gold Cup. Before a 2-1 win over Martinique. Goals from Ade and Antoine, players still featuring here. The official attendance for that Haiti-Martinique game in Frisco was 243. Out to touch. Haiti trying to put their stamp on this. They grabbed the third in scintillating fashion right before halftime. The lone concurrent game ongoing right now is Guyana and Montserrat, the other game in this group. The action will heat up again later tonight. Goodness will it. That runs out. St. Martin will take on the U.S. Virgin Islands. Bonaire will take on Turks and Caicos in League C Group A. They'll decide the last prelim spot. Top of the 18. Ball thrust through but never got to Danley Jean. Sent out beyond the halfway line. But the real attention will be in League A tonight. There are still 2 positions in the Nations League finals that are still up in the air. 4 teams that know they'll be in the Gold Cup but don't know if they'll be playing a few weeks prior in the Nations League finals. Ball over the top, asking questions, chipped toward goal and cleared away. And still Prunier looking for his breakthrough moment. Latest intervention by Reese Jones. Haiti into the final third again. Christian sits up for a shot that gets curled wide and kept in play remarkably by Jean. Jean. Support behind, turns it down for the time being through Freiburg. This is there for Danley Jean. Bean playing at Duke. Really powerful school in the U.S. He was a high school All-American in the States up in Northeast, growing up in Hamilton. Forward, Simons. changes afoot here for Bermuda. That's it for Nori Scott. Keyshawn Bean is done as well. Player for Hastings United, player for Pembroke Hamilton. Sincere Hall coming in. All eyes in Bermuda on that young man. First subs, Zico Lewis trying to get everybody on the same page with the newcomers involved with half an hour to go.
Cambios en la selección de Bermuda. Sale el
Liam Evans replacing Scott.
7. Sale el 14, entra el 18.
And there's Hall into the game. Ushered in behind. Fredler tried to bring it down. Contemplated a bicycle kick out wide now for Etienne. Ball central. Dancing free, Fredler. Finds Christian in the width. Jean. Ade. Etienne will try the right-hand side. Header back toward Jean. That gets cleared by Bermuda with under half an hour to play. Prunier. Offside. Etienne chasing, Bermuda's taken over. Roll back by Simons. Whoa. Dale Eve playing like he's got nothing to lose. Lewis. Christian responds with a good bit of footwork on his own for Haiti. Contact from Ade. The appeal for Hill goes unheard. All the way through here for Haiti, rolled through out to Etienne. Whole crowd to their feet. Etienne can do that. Etienne, end line, a deflection, and saved by Eve. Denies Fredler. That is a dynamite stop by Dale Eve, who's had precious few things to celebrate in this game. Jean. The ensuing set piece for Haiti. Lewis. Watch out, Ade. Change coming here. Enrique Russell from Pembroke Hamilton places a seemingly distraught Denisha Hill. Second window, third sub for Bermuda. Quite the dribbling exhibition, pops out to Fredler. And an injury behind the play. Etienne is the first wave to put this out of play. Nade's going to do just that. Players for both sides are down. That's Chikosi Baisden. Thumbs up. Good news that he should be able to continue on. And just goes by Kosi. That Red Bridge of recent times. Time at Hatfield Town, before that, Cockfosters. Debuted with the Bermuda under-20s in 2012, but it wasn't until 2019 that the Bermuda-born player found his way into the senior national team. There he is. Hoping that that spray fosters the ability to continue. Flipped into the width, Etienne. Long-sided Russell. Ninth meeting between these teams all time. That first ever draw was the 0-0 in Hamilton that opened play here in Nations League. Likely gave Bermuda a lot of optimism. Consider the co-front runners having been relegated. League A last time. Flipped ahead by Alexis. Christian Bermuda's only ever win against Haiti was back in 1992. It was in Hamilton. It was in the earlier stages of qualifying for the 1994 USA World Cup. Etienne. And this hammered it goal, Eve. Santi, Adi, Sincere Hall, Cook, off the back of Freiburg. And caught by Pierre. Settling things. This has been quite the run for Haiti. Somewhat miscast in League B, it appears. Conceded 4 goals that came in a 2-game span. Trying to manage their 4th clean sheet in Nations League in 6 games. 22 goals scored. Off the turn from Fredler. Handled by Eve. Goodness, Prunier. Wouldn't it be remarkable if he somehow didn't have a goal? All that he created today. He's been a handful. Hall pushing outside. This is Cook. He's gone down, play on. Nothing in that. In behind, sits up, and it is lifted in. And Bermuda has scored. With less than 20 minutes remaining in their Nations League season, they have finally cracked the code. A chip over Pierre. Lewis started it, and the finish by Jai Bean. And to keep a clean sheet, the devil is in the details. It's a Blue Devil who scored against them. Jai Bean, his first goal for Bermuda in the 73rd minute.
En el equipo de
There's a little life right now in Bermuda.
Jugador número 19, minuto 74.
Good moment for Zico Lewis. There's one of the young, exciting players for Bermuda's future, Sincere Hall. The measure of this team moving forward, and we'll find out who they'll play in September in the opening match day in League B, hoping to earn promotion back, a position in the next Gold Cup. The measure of this team at this moment is how they perform here for the final 15 minutes. Ball back to Etienne. Tried to sidestep the tackle. Antoine, by the way, has become Haiti's top scorer through 10 Nations League games. That was his 5th in this event. Pierrot, his 4th. Freiburg, his 3rd. Monde Prunier sits on 4, trying to regain his Nations lead in this competition. Bean, all the way up to Pierre. Back from Cook. Eve. Twitty. Away from Cook. Enticing games in the late window here tonight. Panama and Costa Rica, the final game of the window, will decide who moves on to the Nations League finals. Both are headed to the Gold Cup. Panama 1-point lead in League A, Group B. In Group C, Canada leads on goal difference with Honduras. They match up tonight. A win for either side or a draw would benefit Canada to get to the Nations League finals. You join the U.S., who thoroughly dominated their group, guaranteed the top spot. Unless Panama were to win by 6 against Costa Rica. Mexico right now, if Panama or Costa Rica, Canada or Honduras, unless they end in draws, it appears we're going to get a USA and Mexico semifinal in Las Vegas. Turn free to Jean. While Martinique, Curacao, Grenada, and Suriname are going to the prelims out of League A. So really, all that's left to be decided at this stage, the 2 Nations League finals positions, and then Bonaire with the lead in League C, their group, try and secure the last place in the prelims. Jai Bean, who went down, he's back up, laboring still. We'll give and go. Freiburg ahead. Haiti not exactly time wasting just yet. It's as if they still have a point to prove. Christian. Fredler. Alexis. Ade. Stanley Jean. Creative diagonal. Etienne looking for Prunier. Not to be. Corner, Haiti. Outswinging corner, deflected away from Eve, and flicked over the bar by Danley Jean. Crossfield. Down by Russell. Lewis on the dribble with speed. Appeal for a foul, that's advantage. I'm sure that's all the Cozy Basin was looking for. Lewis. What a run Zico Lewis and Sacramento Republic had last year. They were just 90 minutes away from Champions League. A story of great renown. Hall circulated back. Lewis. Russell. Back to Etienne. Is there an exclamation point here for Haiti? There is, it's not yet. Jones. Two players down for Haiti. Did not arrive with a full bench. You always had the feeling that Arsus and Pierre and Nazone would be unnecessary in this game. They've got Martin experience, who frankly has very little experience, waiting to enter. Did switch goalkeepers at the half. Another look. It was an awkward extension. Put back in play with with 5 minutes and stoppage time to go in Nations League for these teams. Bermuda will either in the penultimate bottom position or in fourth, pending Guyana and Montserrat. Montserrat gets anything out of that game, that should be enough. No relegation, however. Bermuda stays up. They can turn the page and attack anew in September. On the other hand, for Haiti, moving up, and suddenly the whole world is available to them, figuratively and literally. Chance to reach Copa America, to be played in North America as it was for the Centenario edition of the tournament. Of course, higher level competition for Haiti when they circle back around to that point. Russell, Cook, flicked on further, entering the penalty area, shot denied. Luke Robinson. Paul, Cook, room to swing, service in. Instead, he may have well gone for goal, and Pierre was wise to that decision. Change of foot here, final minutes. Nathan Ferbert from Robin Hood sneaks into the game here. 16 that typically is worn by Dante Leverock. Is there one more here for Haiti? Not if Eve has anything to say about it. Does Bermuda need a rebuild moving forward? Sure, name like Naki Wells isn't part of this group right now. Dale Eve, the all-time Nations League leader. Sorry, Painter comes in as well, in saves.
Sale el 13, entra el 16. Los dos en el minuto 88. Cambio en la selección de Haití. Sale el 18, entra el 8. Minuto 88.
Names like Dante Leverock that have become well known. That remarkable bicycle kick he managed in Nations League last year. Bermuda still has a lot of reasons to continue to grow what they have already built rather than seeking to blow it up. Leverton Pierre did come on here at the very tail end. Fifth and final change for Haiti as we enter into 5 minutes of stoppage time. There's something on here for Bermuda. Russell, Hall. Russell steps in front of Lewis. Into the width. Little give and go, and line for Hall. Ade shadowed him all the way. As it stands right now for Bermuda, their only win in Nations League in this cycle. Be a game in which Montserrat withdrew, unavailable to play. Hall. Lewis. Pings it forward, Pierre off his line. Quite the tackle, really late in this. Fredler totally usurped. Ade stuck his hip out into that challenge. Taken back by Bermuda. They can get one here. Maybe they can dream of a comeback to get a point. Jones chasing. He has support behind him. Painter has covered him. Ade. Freiburg. Prunier. Lewis. That's over everybody. And we begin to march into the final seconds here in League B, Group B. Guyana will go to the prelims. Bermuda will finish on 4 points. Montserrat and Guyana playing right now, approaching the half. And Haiti are going back to the Gold Cup. That's the final whistle. 6 games without defeat. Haiti win League B Group B on 16 points. A dominant 22 goals scored, just 5 conceded. With their lone blemish, a draw in the opener against Bermuda. 5 straight wins to secure promotion to League A, and their place in the Gold Cup is confirmed. Antoine in stoppage time in the first half. Freiburg and Pierrot for Haiti. Jai Bean, his first international goal for Bermuda. The final score from the Estadio Panamericano is Haiti 3, Bermuda 1. It's the finale in League B Group B for Haiti and Bermuda. Haiti the better team throughout, and they proved it. They get the opening goal from Franz de Pierrot. A tremendous game from Antoine down this right-hand flank. He assisted the opening goal just past the midway point of the opening half. And Haiti trying to complete this Nations League campaign without a loss. Would never trail against Bermuda after a 0-0 draw between the sides back in June of last year. Second goal would belong to Simonsen Jeppe Freiburg. This would not take a touch on the way through. It was Alcius who opened the field up. You'd see that quite a bit in the opening 60 minutes while he was in the game. Tees up Antoine, and the finish from Freiburg. Alcius nearly a tremendous assist, Freiburg's second potential goal. It would stay 2-0 late into the first half. Carnegie Antoine scores the goal of the match without doubt. 3rd minute of stoppage time. Alcius again coming out of midfield, threading that pass in, backline retreating, and that is quite the strike. 3-0 at the intermission in favor of Haiti. They will continue to be on the front foot throughout. Ricardo Ade playing through. Jean watches this billow over the crossbar. One of a couple of chips that Haiti would be unable to put into the net in this second half. Derek Etienne came off the bench and watched a tremendous save from Dale-Eve. Deny Christopher Fredler, who came in as well. Finally, a goal for Bermuda, something to take home. Jai Bean's first international goal. And the young player from Duke in the U.S. puts Bermuda on the board, but it's too late. 3-1 Haiti. And so that's your concluding match in League B Group B for Haiti and Bermuda. Haiti through to the Gold Cup, promoted to League A. Bermuda will finish on 4 points, unable to qualify for the Gold Cup this year. For our entire team, Mike Watts saying so long from the Estadio Panamericano in the Dominican Republic.